Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. We're going to learn lots of things with Professor Cricket. Oh, yes, Professor Cricket. Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to our magical laboratory. I am Professor Cricket, and today we are going to discover an absolutely extraordinary woman. A brave little girl who became one of the greatest scientists of all time. So put on your safety goggles. Our scientific adventure begins. Our story begins in 1867 in a beautiful city called Warsaw, in Poland. On a cold November morning, an extraordinary little girl had just been born. Her family called her affectionately Mania. But the whole world would one day know her by another name, Marie. From a very young age, little Mania was different from the others. She learned everything faster than everyone. Letters, numbers, languages. At 4 years old, she could already read perfectly. Her teachers couldn't believe their eyes. This little girl had an absolutely extraordinary memory. But life was not easy for an intelligent young girl at that time. Universities were forbidden to women. Yes, my friends, forbidden, simply because she was a girl. But did Manya give up? Absolutely not. She had a secret plan, a brave plan. She was going to go to Paris, the city of light and science. But while waiting to leave for Paris, Manya had found something incredible, a secret university. Yes, my friend, secret. Brave young women gathered secretly in the evening to study together. They called themselves the Flying University because they changed houses each time so as not to get caught. What an adventure. 1891, Manya was 24 years old and she took the train to Paris. With very little money in her pocket, but an immense thirst for knowledge in her heart, enrolled at the famous University of Paris, the Sorbonne. And there, something extraordinary happened. She changed her Polish name, Manya, to a French name, Marie. Marie Curie was born. Life in Paris was not easy for our brave Marie. She lived in a tiny room under the rooftops. No heating in winter. Sometimes she had almost nothing to eat, just bread and chocolate for the whole day. But Marie never complained. She studied, sometimes until midnight by the light of a single candle. Nothing could stop her. And then one beautiful spring day, something wonderful happened. Marie met a young French scientist as passionate as herself. His name was Pierre Curie. Pierre was fascinated by this young woman, so intelligent and so brave. And Marie greatly admired Pierre's passion for science. They were made for each other. In 1895, they got married and formed the most beautiful scientific duo in the entire world. Together, Marie and Pierre spent their days and nights in their little laboratory. One day, they discovered something absolutely incredible. Certain mysterious materials emitted an invisible energy, an energy that Marie called radioactivity. And in these mysterious materials, they discovered two new elements never seen before in the entire world. Polonium, named in honor of Poland, and radium, which glowed in the dark like magic. In 1903, the whole world finally recognized the genius of Marie and Pierre. They received the Nobel Prize in Physics, the most prestigious prize in science. And Marie thus became the first woman in history to receive this extraordinary prize. The entire room stood up to applaud her. A historic moment, magical, and absolutely deserved. But life sometimes has very difficult moments. In 1906, a terrible accident took Pierre away from Marie forever. Marie was devastated. Her best friend, her husband, her scientific partner was gone. But do you know what Marie did? She cried, she suffered, and then she got back up. She returned to the laboratory because science was her way of honoring Pierre's memory. And then in 1911, something unique in the entire world happened. Marie received the second Nobel Prize, this time in chemistry. Never in history had anyone received two new Nobel Prizes. Marie Curie was, and still remains today, the only person in the world to have won the Nobel Prize in two different sciences. Incredible, isn't it? When the Great War broke out in 1914, Marie did not stand with her arms crossed. She transformed ordinary cars into mobile medical laboratories. She called them her little Curies. These special vehicles transported X-ray machines directly to the battlefield, thanks to Marie and her little Curies. More than 1 million wounded soldiers could be treated. Marie Curie was not only a great scientist, but also a great heroine. Marie Curie left us in 1934. She was 66 years old. But her legacy? Her legacy is absolutely immense. Thanks to her discoveries, millions of sick people are treated, though we're every creed, every day. Hospitals all over the world still use today what she discovered. Marie Curie changed the world forever, and her light still shines in every laboratory, in every hospital, in every life saved. And there you have it, my dear friends. That was the story of Marie Curie, the most courageous and brilliant woman in science. Never forget. If you have a dream, work hard to make it happen, just like Marie did. Nothing is impossible for someone who never gives up. Here you go, my dear little curious ones. Our adventure today ends here. I hope you enjoyed discovering Marie Curie, this absolutely extraordinary woman. Never forget, my friends, the world is full of wonderful people who have changed our lives forever. And perhaps, who knows, one of you will become a great scientist one day. And next time, Professor Cricket will take you on a brand new, incredible adventure. So see you very soon, my dear friends, and don't forget, be curious. Goodbye, friends. See you soon, my friends. We've learned so many things with the Professor Cricket. Oh, yes, Professor Cricket.